We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Huskies coming in at 11-3, going up against the 49ers, who come in at 10-4.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Toronto Huskies. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fresh set of downs here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pushes past him. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And to give this time to the tailback. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Here's Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So it'll be first down here after the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now back out comes the offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll drop the throw. Looking deep for Bennett. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. Good footwork at the 30. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Looking to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hurry up, here we go. Hurry up, Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Aaron Lynch in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now they try the right side here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Back to throw. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They run. This is Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
All right, here we go. No, Jack, Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the D gets the sack on 1st, and now it brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go now. Blue 90, black 99 Philly. Over. Sir, 319.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Set. Go. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door.
Watch it now. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that. And he'll be hit from behind. Taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe not expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second down following the run. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit.
Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Check.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Myers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And the wideout in motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Caught left side, Bennett. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a loose football. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and goal now from the 8. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They get 14 yards there and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully